Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome back to another episode of Stonehearth. Looks like we're fighting off an invasion to start off here. I'm a little worried about this guy. Looks like he's getting kind of messed up. I'm going to send him back, actually. Come on. There we go. Alright, now we're good. They have healers, but we're ignoring them? Alright. Well, one of them's dying. Archers are cleaning up the mess. Good. Who's hurt? Anyone? No, it does not look like anyone's hurt, so we're actually in okay shape. That is surprising. Take a closer look here, make sure we're good. Don't want to lose anyone. Yeah, seems like we're fine. Alright, cool. So yeah, welcome to another episode of Stonehearth. Today is Tuesday, May 8th, and if you, or sorry, May 9th. And if you do not remember, today is the first day that we are going to be streaming on Twitch, so feel free to come by and check that out. That is going to be at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. Starting out, probably going to go 2 hours. And we're going to be playing Birthdays, The New Beginning, which is a new game that came out today. So feel free to join us if you want. If not, you'll be able to watch the VODs after the fact. Either way, please feel free to enjoy it. And that's going to be at twitch.tv/electronicmoose. Very similar to the YouTube URL, which is youtube.com/electronicmoose. It's nice and easy. Believe me, it's a struggle to get a non-taken name these days, as I'm sure you're probably more than aware. Alright, let's craft up this metal. And if, I mentioned this before, but if there's bugs or major playability issues with Birthdays The New Beginning, then we will probably be playing something else. I'm thinking about Factorio right now. A couple of the games might sneak in there as well. I gotta think about it. I'm not really sure what I want to play, but we'll see. There'll definitely be something at the very least, so feel free to join us, and hopefully we'll have a good time. Get some more mining going. Make sure we have stone for the wall, which is coming along quite nicely now. I gotta be honest with you, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. It's, recording this on Sunday. Yeah, I'm just tired. Super tired. There's too much bullshit at work, especially there's gonna be more on Monday too. Because some guy wants things done a certain way, and I don't report to him, but he thinks I report to him, so... But then the person I actually report to has asked me to be more diplomatic. So, on the one hand, I could tell him to go fuck himself in office speak, but that's probably not the best idea. I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably say it diplomatically, but he made a bunch of statements that are factually untrue in an email, and I can just kind of walk him through why he's wrong and why I'm going to ignore him. So, not really looking forward to that interaction, but nothing I can do to avoid it, aside from quitting, which would be financial suicide at this point. Ooh, something to murder. Let's go murder it. We have to coax our military out of their little bunker here. Yes, come on out. Please. Alright. Most of them are out. They have trouble navigating the building area, I think. I don't have any of the priests with me. Come on, guys, what the fuck? You were all the way out, and now you're just bailing on it. Okay, I managed to get 2 of them. Apparently only one... Okay, fuck this then. These guys are so stupid. This is probably my least favorite part of this game. Like, hands down, it frustrates me the most. Is trying to... You can't just give them an order and they follow it. They decide if they want to follow it, and then maybe, if you're lucky, they'll do what you want. Maybe. And often they will give no fucks. Alright, yeah, let's wade right into this. Kick their ass, guys. Fuck these ogre things. I hate these. Door-breaking assholes. There we go. Alright. I don't know what this guy's doing. The AI has difficulty as well, so whatever. Yeah. It's been weird here. Like, there was one... I talked about it a little bit. There were a couple days where it was really, really hot. Like 95 to 100 degrees. And that sucked ass. That was terrible. I hated it. Especially because I don't really... My kitchen window did not... does not open. So I get virtually no... What are you guys doing? Are you fucking... I don't know why the knights and archers are just, like, allergic to attacking the same target. They just refuse to do it. It's the stupidest thing. Now he's gonna fucking die. What an idiot. Guys, get your shit together. Holy crap. Whatever. I think that's the only guy left, so we're just gonna kill him and then deal with it. They just, like... without fail, they will attack different targets. And I think it's not deliberate, it's just the way the AI is programmed. Like, they will go to the closest one, and usually that splits them because the archers have a ranged attack and the knight obviously does not. But it's very annoying. Alright, there we go. You guys can wander home very slowly. Not really gonna bother getting you back. Even if we get invaded, I just don't care right now. Shit, what was I gonna say? I completely lost my train of thought because that stupid knight. Do I blame the knights or the art? I probably blame the knights because they just go charging off on their own, and they usually drag the clerics with them, and then the archers are just kind of stuck doing their thing in the back. It's very strange. Let's see. Do I have anything I want to... No, you guys are working. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Is the mason level 6? Yeah. Yes, you're the one who needs to work. Okay. Really? We only have 100? That's surprising. Alright, well, let's get rolling on that. Boxes we can sell. Right, I was talking about the heat. So it was really hot for like 2 days, like 90 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which, if you don't know Fahrenheit, it's just, suffice to say, it's pretty hot. It's uncomfortably hot, sweating, you know, and it's pretty dry out here, so it's a dry heat. Which is better than a humid heat, for sure, but I still don't enjoy it. But then, like, 2 days after that, nothing. It's like nice high 60s, low 70s, extremely comfortable. I love that weather. I would so much rather have it be cold than hot. It's just easier. I would always rather wear more than less, and I would always rather... Like, heating is easy, I think. Like, most places have a heater. Even here, like, I'm in California, and, like, Northern California, but, like, a part of Northern California that gets hotter than most, I guess. San Jose, in my experience, living other places in the Bay Area, tends to get more hot than other parts of the Bay Area. So, you know, it's not cold here, but I still have a heater. And don't get me wrong, it's gotten cold enough to use it several times. I have plenty. When I first... And that was March, I think. So... You know, it's necessary, but even here you have a heater, is my point. And actually it's not necessary at all, it's here, so whatever. But a lot of places even here don't have AC, on the other hand. Like, any place of business will have it, but that's it. Like, a home, typically, maybe you get central air, that's about it, though. You're not gonna see heating, or you're not gonna see AC, like legit AC, really, almost ever. Why are they not building the... They're just not working on the... It's because they have to take down the scaffolding. It's taking forever. Why'd they drop stuff in here? That's so weird. Someone dropped corn inside of here. Very strange. Alright, well, I guess they're probably mining still? No, they're done. So... Okay, they're putting in the windows, I get it. Nice. Doesn't look great. I will admit my style choices are not the best. I'm not the artist, that's Karen. She can draw, she could design way better buildings than me, But she's always like, oh, why don't you make a nice looking town? It's like, because I'm an idiot who doesn't have any sense of style. You should see how I dress. It's like black turtleneck jeans and like decent dress shoes, but they're only decent because Karen's the one who picked them out. And that's it. Maybe a sweater, depending on the temperature. By the way, temperature has to get pretty high to stop me from wearing a sweater. I almost always wear one. I kind of want to start another house over here, but there's sort of no point as long as this is in progress, so let's just make sure they're actually working on it. This is still, I still don't know what the fuck this is from. It's so bizarre. Maybe he like dropped it when he died somehow. I don't know why. I mean, the guy didn't die, but when he was wounded, he just dropped his clothing and became naked, I guess. And then when he got a new one, it was from the chests over here. I don't know. It's very strange. Doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I definitely prefer the cold, so I kind of... I wish I could be happy with or justify moving to, like, Portland. Probably, it'd have to be Portland, I think. Portland or Seattle. Seattle's further north, right? Yeah, probably Seattle then. I'd rather go to Seattle. So I love the rain. I love lower property value. I love the cold. Maybe I can go join NL in British Columbia. I could actually totally move to BC. I am a Canadian citizen, so I could absolutely do it, but then I'd have to find work. So the problem is I don't really want to find work. Maybe if and when I change jobs in the next year or so, I'll look into it, but I don't know. The Bay Area is my home. You know, I don't think Karen wants to leave. We've had this discussion when money was tight. I mean, not really tight, but when things were uncertain. I think she'd join me, but I don't think she'd be happy about it, and I don't really want to put her in that situation, so it's not really an option. Like, if she would be happy to go, then I'd be fine. Okay, let's go. But I just don't think she'd be happy, so... And honestly, even if she was happy to go somewhere else, man, I don't know. I'd be... I don't know, well, there's the question of jobs, but even if I ignore jobs, do I actually want to leave California? Man, I don't know. There'd have to be a very compelling argument financially. And there may be. I'm not sure. But there'd have to be, like, I'd really need to be able to say, okay, well, I'm going to pay, like, half as much on rent or buy a place, and then also be able to make pretty much the same amount of money, or more. Then I'd be down. But barring that, man, I don't know. I don't think there's any way it would work out. I can't walk away from the money. It's too important for the future. That's the thing for me is, like, I see a lot of streamers, and I'm not knocking this at all. This is not judgment. This is just observation and contrasting it to my lifestyle and how I live. I see a lot of streamers who are either single or in a long-distance relationship. And they basically live like they're in college, even though they're closer to 30 or so, and that's totally fine, you know? It's your life, you live it how you want to live it, whatever makes you the happiest, as long as it doesn't interfere with anyone else's happiness. By all means, go for it. So I'm not knocking it at all. That's not why I'm talking about this, but they don't really seem to have plans for the future as far as, you know, starting a family or marrying anyone, even though they're in they may be in a long distance relationship, and they may feel like, yeah, they want to spend the rest of their lives with that person, but it's, you know, they have to figure out just being in the same area first. And there's a lot that goes into that before marriage is something that you're talking about. So for them, it's a very, very different situation, I feel, from the situation I'm in. Sorry, I should probably pull these guys back again. For me, I'm more looking at, okay, I need to get things for myself, like owning property to me is necessary. I don't see that as, oh, well, I could just rent for the rest of my life. That's not okay. I don't want to give someone else my money for the rest of my life. I want to own property. There's financial reasons for that. There's personal pride reasons for that. There's a lot of reasons for that. So to me, that's non-negotiable. That's something that needs to happen. So I need to work hard to make money for that. But also, like, I need to work hard so that I have money for when I have a kid. If I have a kid, probably will, because Karen would like to have children, and I'm, that's a very important thing. It's a major, major, major aspect of your life, and I don't want to deprive Karen of that kind of a dream. It wouldn't be fair of me to do that. So I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I'm probably, I don't know, like, I'd probably just be happy having some dogs and having them be my kids, basically, but I'm probably fine with kids. I don't like them generally, but it'd be cool to have like a son or a daughter that I could have meaningful conversations with later in their life. That's more what I look forward to. When they're a child, I don't fucking care. They can piss off. But when they're an adult, then it's like, okay, your family, I've raised you, I've taught you tons of things. You should generally understand where I'm coming from and why. Now I can have like meaningful conversations, honest, frank conversations about things that I think and how I feel. So, and also how they see the world versus how I see the world. And that is important and meaningful to me. Because I would be raising them, I think in a significant way, we're being attacked. No, it's just a thief. It's I feel like that's an even closer relationship than with your spouse generally, because you've raised that child. To a degree, they're a part of you, and who they are reflects something about you, to a degree. Now, obviously, that's not 100% true, and I think sometimes they turn out to be good people in spite of bad parents, or bad people in spite of good parents, but I think a lot of the time that happens is it's more people saying, oh, my kid's such an asshole. Why are they such an asshole? Oh, they don't listen to me. They don't do what I say. If they did what I say, they'd be such a good person. Well, no, actually, you're an asshole too. That's why your kid's an asshole. Usually that's more my experience and what I see. But I don't want to call everyone, just say, oh, everyone with a shitty child is 100% their fault. No, that's not how that works. They're their own person. They make their own choices. Some of those choices are influenced by how you raise them, but it's not that simple. So, but anyway, like, these are all things that the streamers that I watch, I don't really think about this too much, because it's not really what they're in for out of life. But it's a very different, like, for the things that I'm talking about and the things that I want in my life and want to be able to provide. Yeah, it's fun. It's nice to say, hey, money doesn't matter. I want to do what I love. But in the real world, I don't think you get that luxury a lot of the time. I think to a degree, you need to just make money and like make decent money so that you can provide for your family. And that's kind of where mentally, that's where I'm at right now, is saying like, okay, look, I'm 30. I'm not going to be this age forever. People still tell me I'm young. I don't feel young. And I'm not going to stay at this age. Like I said, time's going to continue to go. If I don't get my shit together and make money right now, when I can, I'm not going to be able to provide the quality of life for my family that I want to. So when I talk about, oh, well, I'm probably can't move all these places because it wouldn't make as much money as I do now, that's a much more existential threat than you may realize. It's not just a question of, oh, well, then I'd have less money to spend on video games. No, that's not the reality of it. The reality of it is, oh, okay, well, this downgrades the value, this would downgrade the quality of life that I would be able to provide for my family in the future. And that's a serious problem. I can't make a decision about that lightly. So I have to be really careful about big decisions like that, and I also have to say, okay, I need to kind of build a career a little bit And it's kind of interesting, and I'll probably talk about this in the next episode, but I think careers are kind of dying out. People don't really have careers anymore. Why are you guys not building this shit at all? You can't get up there? Let's try this. I think they're trying to build this and they can't. So let's let them build that and see if it works. But at any rate, I'm going to talk about careers in the next episode, but that is the end of this one, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my aimless rambling, and I hope you'll join us for the next one as well. Take care.